Anyway, we're going to be talking about some racing in the past. So this
time.
This is our Dale Jr. download episode of the Highline.
Yep.
First up on the docket was what? The saddest race?
Pissed off.
The most pissed off race.
I think that's fair. Start with something that's going to
get
us pissed off immediately, so we're going to start throwing hands.
Mine's ironic, and you can probably guess it. You might be able to guess it.
No, there's a lot. I can't guess any of yours because you've had a lot of pissed off races.
Yeah, well, I've been
past.
Pissed off since 2014, so
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of evidence that I could go to.
Yeah. So with that being said, we'll let you go first. What made you the most pissed off? I think I know.
What do you? Okay.
No. I'll tell you if I'm right. You go, and I'll say yes. That was what I was thinking.
Okay. So the most, you know what it is. The most pissed off race that I have ever witnessed in my life.
Oh, fuck it. Let me guess. Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon at Texas.
Yep, 2014.
There we go.
I was going to drive to Texas and beat the living fuck out of Brad Keselowski. That's probably why I don't like Miller Lite to this day. It's probably because of that. Not even though your beer's trash, the driver of the car is trash.
He doesn't drive that car anymore.
Was trash. That race pissed me off so bad. And, I mean, Jeff, he was clearly the best driver of that season. Going to be the first time I really could witness my guy winning a championship because he won it in, 95, 97, 98, and 2001. I don't remember any of those. I remember maybe a glimpse of 2001, but none of the other years. So when Jeff had that opportunity in 2014, he was going to win the race at Texas till a Penske driver spun out. Oh, excuse me. Well, I think it was like 4 to go. I think it was Joe Logano. And had that restart.
Who else would it have been?
I don't know.
There wasn't another Penske driver at that time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's
only
just those
two.
two.
Yeah. Sorry, my memory is not completely, pinpoint accurate here. This is freaking 8 years ago almost. That's great. That's been 8 years. That's wild. But no, we all know what happened. Jeff didn't get the greatest restart. He was racing Jimmy, and then Brad did get a pretty good restart and stuck his nose into a hole that really wasn't there. And back in 2014, if you wanted to be fast, all the fast cars had those side skirts pointed out towards the car to get more, what's that called? Get more
side force?
Side force to get, faster and stuff. So obviously when the cars touched like that, it cut Jeff's tire down and he spun out, and his Jeff's pit crew really screwed him because they weren't ready. He went, I think, a lap down when if they would have came down pit road and they'd have done the right thing and not let him go a lap down, I'm pretty sure he would have been fine even after Phoenix. He would have made the championship 4 still. But having all that said, it all started with Brad sticking his nose into somewhere he didn't belong, and that race pissed me off so bad. I just wanted to. Oh my! And then what made it worse was like I said, the week after or 2 weeks after at Phoenix when Jeff finished second to Harvick in the race, because that's when Phoenix was Kevin Harvick's playground, and Jeff was going to make it by 1 point, and then Ryan Newman goes in there and slams Kyle Larson into the wall and takes Jeff out of the championship 4, which just put salt on the wound even more. So
dude was buns that year.
Who?
Fucking 24.
Oh yeah, he would have won the championship in every other format except for this stupid ass playoff bullshit format. Yes, but no, that's my most pissed off race. I still to this day, I can hardly watch any highlights of that race or any type of moments from that race. It just breaks my heart every time I see it because that was the last true opportunity.
Well, hell, hold on. If it breaks your heart, you should use this for the heartbreaking.
Well, no, I was pissed off. I was more pissed off than I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken at Phoenix, but I was pissed off at Texas just because of everything. And then the fight with Harvick.
There's a fight.
The fight was funny.
They know they have lost
because Jeff couldn't get to Brad, and Brad was just standing in one place, didn't want to move. And then Harvick comes out of nowhere.
Beat his ass.
Okay. And then Harvick just comes out of nowhere and pushes Brad, and Jeff grabs Brad, and then it's a freaking brawl.
Jeff's just a pussy. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. He's not in the UFC, so that's not his job to beat ass. His job is to beat ass in that race car.
Ty Gibbs. That motherfucker's got a right hook.
Yeah, okay. Let him do that to somebody other than Sam Mayer and see what
Fair
happens.
enough.
Let's see what happens.
Fair enough.
But no, that's my most pissed off race. Just
Okay. What
that was Jeff's championship to win.
you think Jeff wins that championship if that doesn't happen?
Yes, 100%.
You think he goes into Homestead and doesn't get?
Yeah, he dominated the race until I think it was about 40 to go, and for some godforsaken reason, Allen told him to pit. Like he was dominating the race.
Who ended up winning that race?
Harvick.
Yeah, that's right.
And he won the championship.
forgot
he
he won
had
the
a
race
better
and the
car than Harvick
championship.
that whole race. He had the best car in the whole field that race. But for some reason, Allen told him to pit with like 40 to go, and he couldn't get back up to the front.
There was somebody else. Who else was in the Final Four? Was that the year Newman?
It was Harvick, Newman, Hamlin, and
Newman
Logano.
about won the motherfucker.
He
if
finished
I remember
second.
correctly.
Yeah, he finished second.
Yeah.
He didn't win a race all year though.
Yeah.
He
He
just
almost.
pointed his way in.
If he would have won that race, we wouldn't have playoffs anymore.
I wish he would have.
But
Now looking
anyways,
back on it.
yeah, that was. I get it. I get why you're upset. I'd been pissed too. However, Jeff Gordon's a little bitch.
We're gonna fight. I'm telling you, we're gonna fight today.
He gonna lose a fight,
We gonna
just
fight.
like Jeff Gordon lost championship
We gon-
2014.
Okay.
Don't worry, you might have some shit to say about some of.
I
my
have no idea what
later
you're
races.
gonna say.
You have no guess on what made me the most pissed off.
Is it in this decade?
No, well, that's because this decade started
Well, okay,
2 years ago.
the last decade.
It was not in the tens.
Is in the O's.
It was in the 2000s,
The O's.
but barely.
Oh, I was gonna say 2011, Carl, but no. Pissed off.
I'll give you a hint. Carl Edwards is the correct driver. April 29th, 2009.
Really? That's your most pissed off race?
The
And the
Aaron's-
guy that started it is now
Yes,
a
see,
owner.
this is why it's ironic. The Aaron's
Why is that-
$4.99 at Talladega.
I want to hear this one.
So I was watching that race. It was difficult time for me in my life, NASCAR fandom wise. Number one, my father and I were big NASCAR fans, big Roush fans. He had recently passed away at the end of 2007, so I didn't watch a ton of NASCAR 2008 and 2009.
You didn't miss a whole lot in 08.
No, I didn't. So, 2009, it was like the first race I can remember watching after my father had passed away. And we were big Roush fans. So I was watching this race, and of course the Roush guys were always strong on restrictor plate tracks. So, I mean, Jamie McMurray, I'm pretty sure, won the race, the fall race that year in the 26 car. Carl should have won this race. And it's ironic because now looking back on it, this is not the race that should have pissed me off. Because looking back on it, the wreck was Carl's fault. But at the time, we were tandem drafting. The Roush cars were fast all day, as they always were. And Carl's coming to the line. He would have won the race if it was the start-finish line was in the correct position. And the next thing I see is fucking Carl goes high, Brad comes low, and now he's in the fucking fence. Dude, I was so mad at Brad Keselowski. I've never been so mad at anything in my life. Like you said, I could have flown to Talladega and beat Brad's ass. Dude,
It's the same driver.
Dude,
at
I
least.
was so fucking mad. I was so mad at him. And I hated Brad Keselowski for a long time because of that one race. And then all that bullshit happened with him and Carl and the Xfinity Series, and you're not going to kill my boy.
That was a year after.
Yep, and then Carl flipped him into the fence at Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've never been. I don't understand why, because like I know that that's the shit that happens at Talladega. That's the shit that happens at Daytona. But that shit made me so mad. I don't think I watched another race in 2009. Like I was so mad.
Good God.
Like I was so pissed that he did that shit. And I'd never heard of the motherfucker before. Never even heard. No, like I said, I hadn't been watching NASCAR for about a year prior to this race, and just for whatever reason, I sat down on a Sunday afternoon and started watching the Talladega race. And Carl Edwards, one of my favorites at the time, has a chance to win. Should have won the race and gets flipped into the fence. Like I said, granted, it's his own fault looking back.
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't know that. I mean, I was fucking 12 years old, number one.
Mhm.
Number two, I'm watching my guy get flipped fucking into the fence, and I thought he was dead. Newman about killed him.
He about killed Newman.
It was
He
both
come
of them.
flying across and
Yeah.
hit Newman's hood.
And then I see him running across the finish line, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, but it still doesn't matter because the motherfucker didn't win a race.
Brad Keselowski has won this race.
Yeah, I was so fucking mad, dude. I was so mad. And that's the shit that I liked the tandem draft,
I never did.
but that's the race was like, fuck that shit.
I'm
Never again.
Yeah, I was Dale Jr. with the tandem drafting because now Dale felt about it. He hated that shit.
Yeah. Well, didn't he win a race with the tandem draft?
No, never.
He should have.
He pushed Jimmy to the closest finish in NASCAR history at Talladega when it was. That race pissed me off too.
Was that 2010?
2011. That's when Jimmy and Dale was on the inside. Jeff and Mark was in the middle.
Mark was in the 5.
Yep. Clint and Harvick
Clint
was
was
in the outside, and then Biffle
Clint
and
was in the
Edwards
39, not the 39, the
33.
33.
And then Carl and Biffle was coming full head
Oh,
of steam
yeah.
on the outside, hitting the wall as they're coming across the line. They would have won the race if it would have been another 200 feet.
Another race the Roush boys should have won.
Yeah. No, Jeff should have won that fucking race. Just Mark got off of damn Jeff.
So that
Jimmy
surprised you that that pissed
You
me off
pissed?
the most?
Yeah.
What did you think I was gonna pick?
Carl and Tony Homestead, 2011.
Well, that might come up on another.
That might be another category.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's not all be negative here. We got through the most pissed off race, and it's ironic that it's the same driver for both of us.
My new favorite
I'm about
driver.
to say it's new one. It's your team owned. He owns not half the team, but part of the team now.
He does.
I still don't. I mean, look, I don't mind Brad now, but I
Hey
still
man,
can't.
that's the race that put him on the map, though.
It is.
We would not be here today if it was not for that race in 2009.
Yeah, he sent you back 20 years.
Well, I think Roush did that himself. So.
Yeah, fair. What's up, Highline Nation? Did you enjoy that video? Well, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you want the full version of each episode, download the Spotify app and find the Highline and give us a follow. As well as follow us on Instagram for more behind-the-scenes content. Stop beating around the bush.